But this afternoon we have in cinema, we have the meeting with the public.
Oh, right.
Okay.
We have a panel. Right.
Yes, a panel, yeah.
Okay. The human terrain program got started when the war started to go badly in Afghanistan and Iraq. They realized they were not going to win the war through high technology, precision munitions. It was going to take boots on the ground, somebody who could actually sort of knock on doors, talk to the natives, as they say. So they started bringing in American academics, particularly anthropologists, social scientists, and the idea was you could map the human terrain, that's the origins of the name, in the same way that a cartographer could come in and map the geographic terrain. So instead of cartographers, you have ethnographers. They became very controversial. They brought in university scholars like myself and others, and it now is the major program for what's called cultural centric warfare. This has become a major industry within the US military, and the idea is that you'll get local experts. You know, maybe there'll be an Italian ethnographer who will come in and tell you, well, Italians like pasta, we have to understand what that means in our relationship with them. It's a very sort of static notion of culture, and because of that, it's almost it's sort of a scholastic, in the way in the Middle Ages you would have all these debates that had very little contact with reality. It often seems that there's a lot of debates going on about what distinguishes one culture from another, but by the time you nail down what that culture is, it's already moved on. Cultures aren't static, they aren't essential. They're highly mobile, in flux, influenced by contact with other cultures. So already, just the US presence in these countries has changed their cultures. So the idea that there's an Arab mind or an Afghan mind is just wholly suspect. And yet this has become part and parcel of the program, and how it has good goals, lower lethality rates on both sides of the conflict. But you can't change the fact, the political fact, that Americans and NATO forces are seen as occupiers by many in Afghanistan.
Thank you very much. That's very clear.
Well, the film's more than that. It's about how one of our colleagues got actually recruited.
Yes.
And then he became one of these members of the human terrain teams.
Yeah?
Yeah, and he was the first casualty. He was killed in Afghanistan.
So, personally, I'm a sociologist, and I'm a sociologist.
Oh, you are?
I work
okay.
in the university,
okay.
And I know this debate on the International Journal or American Anthropologists Association. Yes.
The Concerned Network of Anthropologists.
Genau. So, and was really interesting to. So the debate is on the ethics, but also on the scientific level of these studies of this program. So someone said there is only stereotyped and only strategic use of our tools. Yes, this is really interesting. So it is unclear the use of this program, but in the Anthropologists and Sociology Association, that makes a reflection about the use of the tools and the theories and so on. It was really interesting. So I love your film for this reason, but also because it is really a documentary, because it is something. Sorry, I spoke with a German and I switched in German and English, but it's really interesting. I think to this afternoon we could have a good reaction or a good impact.
I'm here to basically sort of publicize this effort because it is going to become part of American warfighting, but also NATO. NATO's taking it on.
So. Did you read what happened yesterday in USA?
I just found out. I've been down to Fort Hood in Killeen. I've been there. I know the place, and it's full of these crazy Christian fundamentalists. So this guy must have just snapped. He must have been discriminated against.
But no, I mean in USA is something.
The Muslim psychiatrist was a major. He killed all these soldiers, but he, I know that basically Killeen is like the headquarters of Christian fundamentalism in the United States. All around that fort. So he probably was heavily discriminated against, and just something snapped. Yeah, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's going to get worse. I mean, the damage being done to individuals, besides what's being done, Afghanistan and Iraq, but all these people are coming back to the United States, heavily psychologically injured.
Yes, this is the paradox, because this so-called globalization is also, so this problem is not only in outside, but also in the USA or in Italy.
The war's coming home.
All right, thank you.
You bet. We'll see you this afternoon.
Thank you.
Yeah, are you on the panel then this afternoon?
Yes.
Good.
It's all thank you in Florence that you with